just about set to go now. And today on the hill, Tobias Myers. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now the number 2 hitter, Santiago Espinal. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Runner on the go. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly de la Cruz. Backed off the plate that time.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Up the middle, base hit into center field. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
First and second, no outs. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Outside low, full count, 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4, take your base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases all loaded up. Next for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Two on, one out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. At the belt and fires. That's out to center field. Mitchell makes the play, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Brady Singer. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
So up next, Sal Frelick. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. New inning getting started. Leading off, Jose Trevino. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And a base hit, so a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So a man at first. In now for the Reds, Rhys Hines. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Jake Fraley. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-zip.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. Next offering is down low. Line drive. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. The throw to second is offline. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tobias Meyer. Number 77 gets the call from the pen. He's making his second appearance of the season. Elly de la Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. Up the middle. Slings to first in time. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. The 1-1. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now at the plate, Stuart Fairchild. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. And now Jamer Candelario. Now he steps out as time is granted. Move to first.
No, he's safe.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Double steal. That one the other way. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So 2 down. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit. Out to short, Delgado. Sends it across to first, and they're happy to just get off. Back here in Milwaukee, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Whips it across. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Eric Haas swings through that one. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouse. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we back here at American Family Field, on to the 3rd inning. Here's Jose Trevino. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines.
Now batting, right fielder, Rhys Hines.
In the air, out towards left center. Perkins settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting,
Jake Fraley will hit next.
Fraley.
Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. Pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job to take that inside pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box.
Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. That's a base hit, run scores.
The back, the shortstop, Elly.
Man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Elly de la Cruz. Espinal leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So they're at the corners now. And now the DH, TJ Friedel. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
2-2 now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It's a bomb. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. New pitcher on here, DL Hall.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the air, center field. Mitchell sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Blake Perkins. Hard hit left side. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Next up, it's the first-year shortstop, Raynel Delgado. And that misses. That's a ball. 2-1. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jeimer Candelario. And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And the batter now, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Reds catcher, Jose Trevino.
Jose Trevino.
This to third, and that chance handled. Tosses across to first, and the Reds go one. Back here in Milwaukee, now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Fouls one off, 2-2. And that's too high.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And down on strikes he goes, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Makes the grab, 2 down. And here is Hoskins. Here's a 1-1. Well struck right field. That one's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at American Family Field. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Reese Hines. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night. Jake Fraley digs in now. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Three-two now. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby up and throwing. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Next for Cincinnati, Santiago Espinal. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. No outs, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Ball outside. Throw to third. Too late. Safe. Double steal.
Very nice head first slide right there to the outside of third base. That makes that distance that the catcher throws just a little bit further. That's what you want to do right there. Make it tougher for that third baseman to put down a quick tag. Nice job.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Hot shot to third. One away here in the 5th. In now for the Reds, Elly de la Cruz. Fraley, the runner at second with 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So 1 out with 2 aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter. TJ rips that one to right. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they extend their lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So 2 down now, and here is Eric Haas.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in, Jeimer Candelario. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Christian Encarnacion Strand. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Ball.
Candelario on at first, nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
2 outs. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Freeland makes the catch. Bottom of the inning, and now Blake Perkins. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next one is off the plate, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Count is full.
Ripped on a line, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Raynel Delgado up now for the Brewers. Fought off foul. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And here is Bryce Terang. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that's the third out. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Abner Uribe.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. On the ground, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Showed us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play, going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
To first, and two away to start the seventh. Two down, bases empty. Santiago Espinal now at the plate. Outside low, and the count 2-1.
2-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's downstairs. 3 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Elly de la Cruz, the next to hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So one left. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
One down. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Right through there for a strike. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom talked. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And he's got a double. Joseph Ortiz will hit next. 2 on, 1 out. Oh, in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. That one misses. 3-1 now.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Up now for Milwaukee, Eric Haas. 2 outs.
Nope, ball. 2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Candelario throws to first in time. Inning over, and it could have been. Back here in Milwaukee, stepping in, TJ Friedl. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now it's going to be Stuart Fairchild. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first out in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. And that's off
inside.
the
That's
inside edge. And now 3-1. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Man at second. Hit on the ground to short. Delgado throws to first in time. Christian Encarnacion Strand getting ready to hit. One now. Bouncer to Hoskins. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Taylor Rogers.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Raynel Delgado up now for the Brewers. Inside, just missed. 1 out,
balls,
base
1
is
strike.
empty. That one ripped. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And his first big league hit is a double. Raynel Delgado with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And there's 2 away. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. In the dirt, no movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swung on, popped up left side. De La Cruz snags it, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. Just
that
missed.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses.
3-1.
Ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
We got a full count.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Reese Hines. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that turns the lineup over. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Jake Fraley. Check on the runner. Hines back on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Back to the mound. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Santiago.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Santiago Espinal. Way outside, and it gets away. And that cost them a run as he scores easily.
I'm a little surprised he's still in this game out there on the mound. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue, and in my opinion, when that happens, the mechanics break down. You try to do too much with the baseball, and stuff like this is way more likely to happen.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
Elly de la Cruz waits on deck. On the ground to the left. Delgado slings it across, and the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now it's Christian Yelich. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Hines makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
A little bit low. And that's ball 2. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Grounds 1 to short. De la Cruz toss to second. Throw to first. Safe. So it's their last chance in this one. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Now the Reds manager is out of the... Scott Barlow into the game. This is his 3rd time out this year. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hip.
Nice grab. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game.
This team is laser focused right now. They knew coming into this series they were going to have to execute, come up with the big hits and the timely hits, as well as pitch and pitch effectively. They've done all of that. They've won the first 3 games of this series. 1 more to seal.